half of Britain's living rooms have art on their walls which has been bought on the high street. But it's not Klimt or Matisse or Picasso who top the bestseller lists. It's lesser-known artists whose work rarely makes it into the big galleries. One of the top 5 is Brighton-based artist Sam Toft. Sam's whimsical characters, such as Mr. Mustard, are drawn from real people she sees on the seafront, and they are popular all over the world. Sam turned to art when she was in her 30s and has only been working full-time as an artist for the past 12 years.
I like to really pare things down into quite simple shapes. I like triangles, squares, circles. This is what I'm doing all the time. I'm trying to put the figure in an interesting place. This is like the golden section here, so the interesting bit is always in the place that the eye would automatically be drawn to. That's what you'll find in all the great painters. They put the important thing in the golden section. Those trees will be here, which is a nice golden proportion. Then you also have the golden spiral. I'll attempt to draw one here. That's the golden spiral.
Around 2 million Sam Toft prints and cards have been sold in the UK alone. Originals go for up to £6,000. Sam creates her pictures using several layers of oil pastels and coloured inks and uses a scratching technique, as well as fingers and thumbs.
To make a really good Sam Toft, I'd say it took about 45 years and half an hour. I love watching people on the benches. You're looking out to sea. Mr. Mustard does that a lot.
So even though it's the same walk, it's constantly regenerating in your imagination?
Oh, yes. Yeah, oh, definitely, definitely. And when I get back to the studio, I kind of almost feel so enthusiastic about trying to capture the colours that I've just seen. It's so hard, actually. I mean, what colours that see?
Well, to me...
The colour of your eyes, Sue.
That's very sweet, if only.
I always think it's like milk, and I try and get that milky look in my seas. I don't know, I love things to be the same again and again. I love how well, I'm comforted by the same thing happening over and over again, but same with a little bit of different.
Do you think that's why people are comforted by your work, though? Because they sort of know... They love what you love, and you're giving them a slice of the familiar.
Yes, well, I hope it's kind of old-fashioned. It's there's nothing spectacular. It's just like you wake up every day, you take your dogs for a walk, you have your Cornish pasty, you go to bed, type of thing.
That's my life.
And yes.
We aren't particularly bothered about what is, you know, good art or anything like that. We just have things that we like to look at.
The first picture reminded me of my brother-in-law. He doesn't play cricket, but if he did, he'd look like that. Yeah. I suppose the pose that he's got there, with his tummy out and not really paying attention to much, that just reminded me of him.
I really like them because they're not, like, really polished and really finished. I like that they're almost cartoon-like. We just really like them, don't we?
Yeah.
I tell you what, there's always that boat out there. That's always there. That's always there, so I always put it in my... I don't know. There's always a boat there.
Is the man exposing himself on the shingle always there? Because he's there right now. Is that for your benefit? If only we can make him a character, but I think there's certain laws that would... yeah, let's move on from him.
But the art group doesn't just publish Sam's work, it also commissions it and tries to broaden its appeal and take it into new markets. Commissioner Katie Elliott works in close collaboration with Sam.
This is the book I took to Africa, and I was drawing when I was on the bus, so there's quite a few nice little characters.
I mean, this is really nice because you've got the long, thin panel there, which is a really nice format anyway. It will, you know, in the home, it can go over the settee, it can go over any, you know, nice bits of furniture, whatever. We work with a vast spectrum of different artists, from illustrators, graduates, people that do it for hobbies, to you know, leading photographers, artists, painters, you name it, basically.
So if I wanted to buy something for my living room and I wanted to be bang on trend, it doesn't matter to me that it's disposable. I just want something that, you know, is a nice colour for the autumn. What colour artwork would I be buying this season?
This season, well, we've started to look at lots of really bright, bold colours. So lots of hot pinks, reds, oranges. You can see it on the catwalk, which is often where it starts as well. And so anything that's kind of multicoloured, you know, going from the hot colours to the cool colours, that's pretty hot right now.
So hot colours.
Yeah.
Picasso's blue period wouldn't be selling so well right now for you.
It would be, as long as it's quite a nice blue.
Working in collaboration with an art publisher has helped Sam's career go global.
How many copies of your work have been sold to the art group, do you know?
Oh, I wouldn't know, just kind of loads. Just kind of loads, yeah.
Yeah, it must have been a lot because you don't know the figures anymore.
Sam Toft and other popular artists are not trying to shock, but to enhance our lives in amusing and heartwarming ways.
My eyes look like that.
Sam's studio was like a wonderful toy shop. When I asked Sam whether this was enough of an ambition for her art, she was absolutely clear.
I kind of think as an artist, especially selling very well on canvas prints and posters and cards, so they're very cheap and you can get them in your home. They're almost a little bit disposable maybe, the images, because they can buy them and then they can buy something else, buy one for their mate. And it is almost like a glorified interior designer. My work is making somebody's space beautiful for them. And it doesn't have to be a big thing. I mean, it's only art, isn't it?
Yes,
you know.
I guess it is at the end of the day. It is only art. I think that's just a brilliant way of putting it. Well, you know, you can throw philosophy at it as much and as hard as you want, but
It's only pictures, isn't it?
it's just pretty things.
Yeah, exactly.
It's your pretty things and my pretty things,
Yes,
and ultimately we should have the good grace to go,
Well,
yeah, I see that, yeah, I like that. Oh, I feel resolved.